First at 6, the president's executive order on immigration. It takes effect later tonight. The ACLU already planning to sue the Biden administration because of it. Thanks so much for joining us at 6. I'm Dina Herrera Garza.
And I'm Rudy Mireles. Channel 5's Sarah Cervera spoke to local leaders to get their reaction to this policy change, and she's live at the FAR port of entry now. Sarah, does this affect all asylum seekers?
This is going to affect people that are trying to cross in between ports of entry, but migrants are still able to schedule an appointment so that they can present their asylum claims at a port of entry. The executive order takes effect after 7 consecutive days of having 2,500 or more crossings daily. But there are exceptions to this executive order. Now, I did speak to one family who was able to make it over here to the U.S. right before this policy is set to take effect.
Una alegría muy grande porque pues tanta espera, tanto sacrificio y mucho sufrimiento que se pasa en esos lugares.
Blanca Tapia and her 3 toddlers crossed through the Hidalgo port of entry earlier this morning, just hours before President Biden announced his executive order restricting asylum.
Yo nunca me creí capaz de llegar hasta acá, yo sola con mis 3 niños.
Tapia is a single mom from Michoacán. She traveled here by bus to Reynosa. Her husband died 2 years ago. She says she decided to come to the U.S. for a better life.
Que muchas personas como yo las necesitan una oportunidad acá en otro país donde pues podamos trabajar, darle una mejor vida a nuestros hijos.
Chances for others like Tapia will soon be slim. The president's executive order takes effect once daily encounters between ports of entry reach 2,500. Migrants could still request an appointment to present their asylum claim at a port of entry.
There's still a lot of work to be done.
Edinburgh Mayor Ramiro Garza was present for the president's executive order announcement at the White House. He says it's not a solution, but it's a step in the right direction.
It's not meant to fix our entire immigration system, but something has to be done. Right now, the numbers obviously have gone down in terms of migrants coming across the border. But with this action, should we see another spike or should we see an increase in the future, we will now have this executive action, these tools in place that our Border Patrol and law enforcement could utilize.
The mayor was invited, along with the mayor of Harlingen in Brownsville, as part of the South Texas Alliance of Cities. The McAllen mayor was also invited, but did not attend due to scheduling conflicts. Executive Director of Catholic Charities, Sister Norma Pimentel, says the restrictions on asylum are not the answer.
Our country needs to control the number of people that enter the United States, but I also believe that part of our responsibility to what is happening at our border and at this time is the fact that there are people, families who are fleeing violence, who are fleeing persecution.
The Respite Center in McAllen has seen on average about 1,500 migrants per week since last month. She says it's a decrease from what they've seen in the past year. We asked her if she thinks numbers will go down when the executive order takes effect.
It's possible, yes. I don't know what is really going to happen. And, you know, sometimes things are decided and then different outcomes turn out.
Congresswoman Monica de la Cruz says the order comes a little too late.
I think that President Biden could have used the executive orders way earlier than he is. In fact, he's waiting to the 12th hour. It's still just simply unacceptable.
Here in the Rio Grande Valley sector, the CBP data for the month of April shows that there's been over 8,000 people that have been stopped by Border Patrol. That jumps to 30,000 in El Paso. We're told the executive order is set to go into effect at 11 p.m. Live in FAR, Sarah Cervera, Channel 5 News at 6.